everybody. Welcome to our first Crystal Live show. Just having some problems logging on. Looks like it's working now. Hold on. Let's see here. Add a little extra light. Alright. Oh, here we go. So, yeah, welcome. And we're going to go ahead and start with the spheres. Let's see here. It's my first live ever, so... first live crystal show ever. And we're going to start off with a red jasper sphere. Hopefully this comes up okay. So all the spheres are going to be $8. All the little spheres. So red jasper is a good stone. Excuse me. Really dry. It's good for grounding energetically. And go for the root chakra and lower chakras. Energetically, it helps to build stamina and protection. So that will be crystal number 1. All right. Stay right there. All right, what's next? So next we have euconite. I don't know if this will let me zoom. Oh, it does. That's helpful. So euconite's it's a pretty cool stone. It comes from the Ukraine. Oh, and all the stones that I'm showing, they're all, I got them all before 2024, so they're also all pre-tariffs. That's why I'm able to do them for a really good price. There we go. It's focusing. So euconite is a really good stone for energetically, for emotional balance. It releases trauma and promotes self-love. I really hope this is going to come in focused. So again, that's only $8. That's a pretty cool sphere. It looks like it's got like a little teeny tiny like geode hole in it. That's pretty cool. I didn't see that before. There it is. That's euconite. All right. I'm going to move on to the next crystal sphere. Got 5 spheres here today, and they're all $8. Let's see. Next one will be Green Adventurine. Green Adventurine is a pretty cool stone also, though all stones are. Green Adventurine has a lot of energy, a lot of life force energy. Also is a good luck stone, brings luck. And prosperity, because I think we all need a little bit of that. The way the world is currently going. Yeah, I never tried the zoom mode on Facebook here. I hope it comes in okay. Let's try that. Does that help? I think that makes it look a little washed out. That's closer. Yeah, that's more accurate as far as the color. It's too much light. Didn't say. Let's see. All right, I'll get the next crystal. There it is. Forgot to get my little reference coin here. So that's a quarter. Just to give you a good reference of how big this is. They're really close to the same size. They're slightly smaller. These spheres are slightly smaller than a quarter. And it doesn't want to stay up like that. Oh, there we go. So this one's Tiger's Eye, as you can see in the chatoyance. I think I'll move the quarter over there. I can focus more on the crystal. Yeah, this Tiger's Eye has really good chatoyance, like all the way around it. Some spots it's a little bit softer. I don't know if it's going to pick this side up, but it is there. Tiger's Eye is energetically really good for overall protection. Helps with willpower, boosting your willpower and confidence. Also helps with clear thinking if you got a busy mind. This is all energetically speaking. And it's a really good grounding stone too. It's one of my personal favorite stones. Ever since I was a little kid. We got a lot of crystals to go through here. And, you know, again, it's $8. I'll put that over there. And let's see, where is it? All right, here it is. So this is also a quartz. This is a milky quartz. Yeah, they're all about the same size. focus a little bit better. There we go. So milky quartz has energetically all the same properties as regular quartz. So it's a little bit softer as far as just intensity wise. So if you're really sensitive to energy and you don't like working with quartz or herkimers that are have a little bit higher energy, this is has a little bit more of a subtle kind of energy and softer. Yeah, I really don't know if this is going to look good zoomed in. Let's try to zoom it back out. No, you can't really see it zoomed out either. Alright, let's try that. There we go. And yep, that's also $8. You can either buy one of the $8 spheres individually, or you can buy all 5 for $36. So there's a little bit of a discount there. This whole show is going to be budget friendly. And yeah, so now we're going to move on to some tumbles. I don't see a lot of... Here, I'll zoom out a little bit. So this is malachite. These are all malachites. You know, again, quarters for size reference. Well, this is kind of hard to do. All right, there we go. So malachite's a pretty cool stone. These stones are all going to be $10 each. Or you can get all 3 for $25. So we're going to do a little bit of bundling and even more discount. So malachite's a pretty cool stone. It's also one of my personal favorites right now that I personally use. Energetically, you can use it for transformation, strength, love, protection, creativity, and abundance. It's one of the few crystals that has earth energy and fire energy combined together. So it's kind of a unique crystal. They typically have like really good patterns. So if you're into lines and patterns, yeah, it's a pretty cool stone visually. So again, each one is $10 or 3 for the $25 altogether. And I think we showed them all off pretty good. Try to get the back side of this one. There we go. All right, so that's malachite. Moving on, so our next crystal is going to be howlite. I'm going to try to bring all these in. These are larger tumbles. I guess I got to zoom out for this. Hopefully it comes in good. Alright, so halite is more of a white stone with darker gray lines in it like this. Also, all my stones are ethically sourced. So the reason why I wanted to talk about that is because a lot of people, or a lot of sellers or resellers, and people will take halite specifically, and they'll dye it like a really like dark or light turquoise to make it seem it's coming from a certain mine. And high quality turquoise is, depending on what mine it's coming from, it's typically really soft, and you can break it apart really easily. Halite isn't like that. And I'm also a miner, so I do know quite a bit about stones, but I'm always learning. I don't know it all. Yeah, so anyways, alright, so each halite here that you see is going to be $5, or if you want the whole lot, it can be for $20. They're really good stones if you have a lot of nightmares energetically. They're good for protecting you from having nightmares. I've had to use this in the past for nightmares, and for me it works. You know, nothing's a guarantee, but yeah. Let's see. Go on to this one here. This one's more white. So, you know, these are a little bit bigger. That's, you know, about the size of it. Oops. Oh my god. Almost knocked everything over. Okay, so halite's a good protection for nightmares. It also reduces anxiety. Yeah. It's one of those stones that I could really just get in depth and talk about. Yeah. But we got a lot of stones we have to get through here, so I'm not going to stay focused on one stone. We're going to keep moving. Alright, so we did malachite. Alright. So next up, I'm going to zoom out for this because this is a bigger stone. This is a selenite charging plate. So that's about the size of that. Let's see, I don't think I have a tape measure up here. I think I left it downstairs. So this is about, hold on a second. Got my little measuring tool here. I forgot I had this up here. I'll try to get that out of the buttons way. So it's approximately just shy of 100 millimeters. Or if you want to go the other way with it, use inches. So a little over 3.5 inches, 3.8, so almost 4 inches actually. Selenite's also an amazing stone. It's a stone I use every day. So selenite, it's good for clearing other crystals. This is a selenite charging plate, so it'll also cleanse and clear your crystals. Yeah, it's and you can also, it's a good amplifier of the crystals. I think I just went over that. It also can amplify your intentions, so you can hold it and, you know, have an intention or manifestation, and it'll amplify it when you put it out to the universe. Selenite's just kind of overall really cool. It can do a lot of really cool things. It can cleanse and clear auras if you're working with it energetically as well, and also chakras. Energetically, it also improves mentality and focus. I just wanted to focus on the details here. Hopefully this is coming in okay. And it can transmute negative energy and clears energy blockages. So it's a pretty neat stone. So this one is, let's see, this one's 20. So that was 20. $20. All right, so now we're going to move on to the next one. And it'll also come with a stand here, so you can, it'll hold it up. Right now this is facing down. So that's what it would look like with the stand. Towers. All right, next stone. Selenite. All right, so yeah, we're moving on to the towers. This tower, I don't know if it's going to bring up the color correctly. So currently, right now, this looks really white in the video, but it is, in fact, rose quartz. I'll try to zoom it out. That still looks really white. But yeah, that's how big it is. It's a little mini rose quartz tower. Well, maybe you can't see the color in it. So, energetically, rose quartz is for love, compassion, peace, overcoming heartbreak, and yeah, it's a good feel-good stone. This is the next one. So this has got really good patterns. This is light banded agate, and energetically, it's good for communication, creativity, and expressing yourself. Whether it's through art or verbally or any form of communication, really. So it's got, try to do each side so you can see it. That's all four sides. So that's light banded agate. And all the mini towers that I'm going to be showing today are $10. Whoops. And we're going to move on to the next one. All right, next crystal is Amazonite. Excuse me. It's really hot in here, so I'm going to be drinking a lot of water. So this is Amazonite. It's good for peace, communication, throat chakra, truth, and speaking your truth, and focus, and courage. It's also really cool. Got some pretty neat patterns here. I think I have another light I want to show the previous tower on. I think it'll come out really cool. Alright. Let's see. I'm just going to put that Amazonite over there for a second. There we go. So I think it's got really cool patterns. Whoops. So this is the light banded agate. I think it just takes a second to focus. So that's pretty neat. Kind of see through it. Alright, I'll move that over here. That's the Amazonite. It's gonna stay organized. Alright. Oh, there we go. That's Amazonite. That's also $10. And our last small tower is moss agate. So moss agate is really good for energetically connecting through nature or to nature. It's got a lot of really cool patterns. Yeah, it's really good to connect to nature, and if you're sensitive to nature, it can also protect you from it. From being overstimulated by nature. It's good for grounding and connecting to nature and things from nature. Again, that's only $10. Yep. All right. So moving on. That's moss agate for you. moss agate's also good for growth of spirit. Where are we? All right. All right. Next up is snowflake obsidian. So this is a really large crystal. One of the larger ones that I'm offering here today. So I'll have to get my handy dandy ruler out here. I don't know if you can see that. So the top part is inches. That big 3 is 3 inches, so it's almost 3 inches that way. This is snowflake obsidian. And almost 2 inches that way. So it looks more like black obsidian, but you can see there's some snowflake there. You can really see it well on the bottom, just the way it was cut. This is non-polished on the bottom. If you get a little water on there, it kind of brings out the snowflake for a hot second. So snowflake obsidian is very uplifting energy. The crystal itself, the whole thing, is $25. Partially polished. Just the bottom is raw or matte, flat. It's also good for persistence through difficult times of need. Radiates positive energy and attracts more positivity. Oh, whoops. I can't seem to keep this in frame. Whoa. Sorry for bouncing the camera, I'm just not used to this. It's very grounding and balancing energetically. It's very balancing. See, the bottom's all dry. I took off the price tag to show off the snowflake obsidian part. So when it's flat on the table where my thumb is would be the bottom of the crystal. So that one's $25. And moving on to our next crystal here. So here up next is labradorite. I think labradorite's really cool. I'm going to try to get the chatoyance in this. Here, I'll try to zoom it in there. There you go. So this is labradorite from Madagascar. I know the family personally that mine this. This is just really cool. This piece has, it's a little rare because it has the shine on the back too. I don't know if it's going to pick it up. It looks like it. So you could literally polish this side as well, and you could have the chatoyance on both sides. Oh, look, you got a little bit there too, right there. There we go. Labradorite is pretty cool. Energetically, it's a good protective stone. Or stone for protection. Promotes self-worth. And it also assists in developing your intuition. I kind of wrote everything down so I didn't forget it. Trying to coordinate this is a little difficult, but I'll make it work. And it's good for strengthening and protecting and protection for your aura. I used to carry this around all the time. I just like it to look at. It's a very beautiful stone. You can get labradorite from all over the world. You don't have to get it from Madagascar or the other side of the planet. There's actually some here in New York. There's actually a lot of stuff you can get in New York. New York has got a lot of variety as far as geology goes, and labradorite also helps boost your confidence. I don't know if I said that before. It's a very beautiful stone. So if it was flat, that's the stand. That's what it would look like. Not all of them come with a stand. But this one, well, all right. So moving on to, we got the gray. Oh, this one's cool. Put the quarter up there. So this is gray Druzy quartz on matrix. This is a really cool stone. It's very beautiful. This is the bottom. It's for 25 bucks. This is the matrix part, but it's also got quartz on the bottom of it too. Hopefully you guys can see that. All right. So that's about 4 inches long. Maybe a little bit more. Oops. And a little over an inch wide. It's just a beautiful stone. Here, I'll try to zoom in a little more. I don't want to do too much or the whole thing will be out of focus. I was going to put my turntable up here, but I don't know if I have enough room for it. So I decided to go without. Alright, that's the gray Druzy quartz on matrix. Let's see. Oh my god, I skipped over a few. Alright, so these are Herkimers. So these Herkimers are $10, and they are pretty cool. So these Hercs are from Fonda, right here in New York. Mine by yours truly. It's got a little bit of rainbow in there. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick that up. There it is. There it is. So this one's $10. And here's the other Herc. And I'm gonna try to catch the light on this one. Okay. These are about that big. Again, they're both $10. Or, you know, I can, if you want them both, I'll do them $15 for the both. Put those over there. These are my larger Hercs. I have a lot of Hercs. Alright, I'm going to try to get this to focus. Both hands here. So this is really clear Hercs. There's a whole nother world in there. It's not super clear, but some of the windows are really clear. So these ones would do for $15 a pop. Or $25 for both. Trying to have steady hands here. If there's anything that you guys are looking for in particular, I do have a large amount of crystals. Whoa. Okay. Here's the other one. This one also has rainbows in it. Some people are really into the rainbows and other people aren't. They can care less for them. I like them. like when I go out mining and I mine a herc that has a rainbow in it, if it looks really good, I tend to keep it for my personal collection. Okay. Try to get that rainbow to pop. There's a little bit of it. I think you can... I don't know if it's going to pick it up. There we go. There it is. So yeah, that one's popping. And I've also been working on making jewelry as well. And that brings us to our final piece. This is red jasper. I made this myself. I'm going to be making jewelry from now on. Bracelets, necklaces. I didn't finish the one necklace I'm working on. But I will. And I'm thinking about having a live sale just specifically on jewelry that I made. And yeah, this is predominantly all budget pieces. This bracelet is $10. So this is red brick jasper. I don't know if it's going to pick up the color. Oh, it's stretchy. So that's me. Awesome bracelet. So I'm in the process of making a lot more. I believe this is, I think it's 3mm. It might be 4mm beads. Here, we can look down here. Or whoops, wrong side. That's what I'm looking at. I think they're 3mm. So 3mm are really hard to thread, at least for me, because I got pudgy hands or pudgy fingers. Oh yeah, this one's $10, and I'm gonna be reposting this on all my social media. I'll probably leave it up for a month. You know, if you want the bracelet, just claim it and DM me directly and reference the crystal and the time in the video, and I'll send you out the invoice, and once that's paid in full, I'll ship out the product, and that'll be that. Again, thanks for stopping by and checking out my tiny little shop here. I'm still figuring out a lot of stuff, including social media. Yeah, so thank you, and have a wonderful day. See you in the next video. Don't forget to push all the buttons. Thanks. Bye.